Alright viewers, please turn to page 33 of your GFM catalogue, as you will see thus. This is the GFM GF-Jib. Basically this is the workhorse in the GF range. It'll take up to 133 pounds. It'll extend out to 6'1", it'll retract to 4'6". The weight of the jib itself, as you see here, unloaded is 92 pounds. You can put 264 pounds of counterweight at that end. You can put up to 132 pounds of payload at that end. It's me again at the front of the jib. Let's take you through the different controls here. We have at the top the telescoping pin that's going to let the balance rod come in and out. This piece here, if you can see me moving this is where we're getting our level at the front of the jib. This one here is really the brains of the whole system. This is a tooth piece here that will unlock and lock in place, and this final kip lever here is for security, pulling that frame in tight in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out and extend it out from its minimum of 4'6" out to its maximum, extracted at 6'1". This whole piece here is inside this whole piece here. So I'm loosening it all, pulling it out. Let's have a look. Loosen that, loosen that, loosen that. And as I pull it out, you'll see the stop part here, right there. Don't go further than that. So then, line that up, get that to somewhere close to level, lock that in there, lock that kip lever, give ourselves a bit of a balance, and we're at the start for the front of our camera build. So this is actually going to figure out where the screen plane of the camera is going to be, because this is the end of the jib, but it's the start of our extension tube in our building here. So we've got in here the extension tube. I'm using the 12-inch extension tube here. So I'm going to pop that in, and I've got the safety down there. And then we have a choice of different front mounts we can put on. I've got a 4-way leveler there, I've got a 3-way leveler there. I'm going to go for a slightly bigger 3-way leveler, this guy here. Now as you can see, when you were coming off here, this is going to be essentially where the camera is going to be, the screen plane, so about here. So let's pop this on. Alright, so here we are. We've now built the front of our jib. We haven't got the camera payload on here, we're going to fake that in a little bit. But what you're able to see is that even though the jib is extension, so the max of the jib is 6'1", that's to that point there. So your offset is going to dictate how far your actual reach is. So that's something to keep in mind. So now we've built the front of the jib, we've got our payload on there, now we need to counterweight the back of the jib. So we're going to counterweight it using these GFM made weights. They're specifically designed to be able to put 5 of the big ones are 26 pounds, or use the smaller one here, which is this little guy, is a 9-pound weight if you go with it. But I'm going to go with one more 26 pound on there, and I think we're going to be reasonably close. So I put in my little safety there. But what happens now is I'm going to loosen this and I'm going to start winding back, and as I wind back you'll see that it's changing our weight there. So as it brings us in and out, it's a really simple system. To find the sweet spot, and we're just about there. Look at that. So now we're balanced, and the beauty is if camera department decides to put another monitor on, an extra battery, whatever they decide, we don't have to do lots of counterbalancing. We can actually just wind it in, wind it out to counterbalance at this end. This part here, we'll show you a little inset now, this part will go way back. So here we are, we're winding it out to its maximum rear extension of 3'1" on that line there. I always back it off a little bit, but that's our max there, 3'1", and that is measuring from the fulcrum to the weight bar there. The closest we can go is 1'4" from there to there. So now we're there, and that's how that system is working. That's as far back as you can go, so you can have a massive amount of counterweight there. We are at 6'1" from the fulcrum to this point here. If we actually go to where the screen plane is, we're at about 7'4". We've got 90 pounds of counterweight on, which is the maximum, so it's listed at 88. But we actually still have a bit more wiggle room when we come down the other end here. And remember that we've added this and this, which is another 20 pounds, so we're probably sitting around the 105, 110 pound range there. So you've got a bit of wiggle room on that mass. And then we're dialed right out here, and we're nicely counterbalanced here with a nicely balanced jib. So that's your GF jib. This is the big one, this is the workhorse, this is for your heavy payloads.